Hello, welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about the Lakers' victory against the Memphis Grizzlies, 134 to 127 tonight on NBA 2024-2025 season. Well, the Lakers tonight traveled to Memphis, Tennessee, and they played its fourth last game of the week, where the Lakers battle a lot, but in the end they got the victory. That was the most important, and they closed the week with a victory. About this game, again, we need to divide this game in what happened in the first half and what happened in the second half. Where in the first half, the Lakers dominate the game. They had the lead of the game and the control, and they played a tremendous game, especially in the offense side. But in the second half, again, the Lakers played a very bad basketball. They didn't make enough adjustment, and again, I lost the Lakers play a very bad basketball in the third quarter, where the Grizzlies took advantage of that. They reduced the game to a 3 point difference. Later in the fourth quarter, they took the lead of the game, but later the Lakers took again the lead of the game, and they handled until the end. So the most important was that the Lakers got the victory, and this was the most important about the game. Starting the game, the Grizzlies were leading the game in the first 3 4 minutes of the game. Later the Lakers tied the game, and after that the Lakers in the middle of the quarter they took the lead of the game, where they were leading by between 3 to 5 point difference. But in the last 2 3 minutes of the quarter, the Lakers closed better the quarter, and they increased the lead, and the Lakers were leading 39-28 in the end of the first quarter. In the second quarter is when the Lakers played the best basketball, where in the first minutes in the first 3 4 minutes of the quarter, the Lakers increased the lead to a more than 20 point difference. They have a 20 points lead, game high, and the Lakers were leading by 21 point difference. But later, the Grizzlies closed better the quarter, where they reduced the game to a 11 point difference, and the Lakers were leading in the halftime by 11 point difference, 72 by 61. Again, I was very nervous in the halftime, because how I told you, if we base on what happened in the last game, the Lakers always played a very great basketball in the first half, but in the second half is when the Lakers relaxed, or the rival made enough adjustments that the Lakers couldn't handle and couldn't tie them, and for that reason they lost the game. In the third quarter, again started the same, where in the first 3 4 minutes of the game, the Grizzlies reduced the game to a 2 or 3 point difference, and in that moment I thought that the Lakers were going to lose that game. But after that, in the middle of the quarter, the Lakers increased the lead, and the Lakers were leading between a 5 to 8 point difference. But again, the Grizzlies closed better the quarter. They won this quarter by 8 point difference, 38 by 30, and the Lakers in the end of the quarter were only leading by 3 point difference, 102 to 99. And to be honest, or what happened in the third quarter, especially in the last 3 minutes of the quarter, I thought, to be honest, that the Lakers were going to lose that game in the fourth quarter, because in the first 2 3 minutes of the quarter, the Memphis Grizzlies took the lead of the game, and I thought that in that moment the game was over. The Memphis Grizzlies were gonna to handle that lead, and they were gonna to win that game, but not the Lakers. After that, after this best performance in the first 3 4 minutes of the last quarter, the Lakers increased its basketball level. They took the lead of the game, and they handled for more than 5 6 point difference, and in the end the Lakers could get the victory. Again, with less than 1 2 minutes to play, the Lakers were leading by 7 or 9 point difference. But of what happened in the last game against the Chicago Bulls, the Lakers almost made some mistakes that cost us the game. But in the end, the Lakers won the game 154 to 127, and they got the victory. That was the most important. With this victory, the Lakers improved to a 45-29 record, and the Memphis Grizzlies fell to a 44-30 record. About the other statistics, the Lakers scored a 51% from field goal. They scored 19 triples. This was amazing, and they scored 25 points in the free throws. About the Memphis Grizzlies, they score a 53% from field goal, they score 14 triples, and they score 13 points from the free throws. About the other statistics, the Lakers had 13 turnovers. It is something that the Lakers need to improve to try to win more games. And the Lakers, even that they lost the pain by 24-point difference, in the end the Lakers could get the victory. That was the most important. About the individual statistics, the three best players of the Lakers play a tremendous basketball level, where the best player was Austin Reeves that scored 31 points. Luka Doncic was the second best scorer with 29 points, 8 rebounds, and 9 assists. Luka Doncic was 1 assist shy and 2 rebounds shy of another triple-double in this tournament. And LeBron James scored 25 points. The 4th best scorer was Gabe Vincent with 15 points. The 6th best was Rui Hachimura with 15 points. And the 7th best was Dorian Finney-Smith with 11 points. So, how I told you, when the big three scored each one more than 20 points in the game, and the minimum another 2 or 3 role players score more than 10 points each one, the most probably is that the Lakers are gonna to win the game. That was amazing. So with this victory, the Lakers improved to a 45-29 record. They could they return to the victory, and they stay in the 4th place. In this moment, Google has an update the victory of the Lakers, but the most important is that the Lakers improved to a 45-29 record, and the Memphis Grizzlies fell to a 44-30 record. With this victory, the Lakers took a 2-game advantage against the Memphis Grizzlies, and this is amazing because in this moment the Lakers have 2-game advantage against the Memphis Grizzlies. Now the Lakers reduce the gap for the 3rd place, the Denver Nuggets, with 1.5 game difference, and against the Rockets 2.5 games difference. So the Lakers need to continue win more games to try to reach the minimum, the 3rd place, to try to avoid the Oklahoma City Thunder until the Western Conference Finals. So what happened this week? The Lakers this week play 4 games. The 4 games were on road, where the Lakers started the week in Orlando, where the Lakers lost against the Magic 106-118, and they lost that series. Later, the Lakers traveled to Indianapolis the last Wednesday, where they, in a tremendous game, the Lakers won the game in the buzzer beater, where the LeBron James scored the winner basketball in the buzzer beater, and they got the victory by 1 point difference, 120-119. Later in the back-to-back game, the Lakers also in the series against the Pacers, they won it 2-0. Later in the back-to-back game, the Lakers visited Chicago with the commitment to defeat them for the humiliation of what happened 1 week ago, where the Lakers lost by 31 point difference. But in a tremendous game where the Lakers dominate this game, especially in the second half, where the Lakers were leading by 18 point difference in the 4th quarter. They blow a 18 points lead, and the Lakers lost this game in a very hurtful way and unbelievable, because the Lakers were leading by 5 point difference with less than 50 seconds to play, but several of errors, especially by LeBron James. The Lakers lost this game with a half-court buzzer beater by Giddey, and the Bulls won this game, and they by 2 point difference, 192-117, and the Lakers lost the series against the Lakers. And tonight the Lakers traveled to Memphis. The Lakers won that game by 7 point difference, 124-127, and they won the series for 3-1. So the Lakers finished this week 2-2. And the next week, the Lakers will play 3 games and home, and 1 game in road, where the Lakers will return to LA, where we'll play three games on home, where the Lakers will play the next Monday, March 31st, where the Lakers will receive the Houston Rockets and Los Angeles, California, in the CryptoArena.com and 20 o'clock Eastern time. Remember that the Lakers and the Rockets had only played one game this season, where the last January the Lakers visited the Rockets and the Lakers lost that game by 4-point difference. This was a very close game where the Lakers had the opportunity to minimum to tie this game and for the overtime, but again several of errors in the last 10-15 seconds of the game costed the game to the Lakers, especially the two errors from the former players Max Christie and Anthony Davis, another for the LeBron James. So this is a must win, because in this moment the Houston Rockets are in the second place with a 48-26 record. The Lakers are in the fourth place with a 45-29 record. The Lakers are when a minute in this moment they are 2.5 games difference between these two teams, so the Lakers need to win this game. I think that this will be a very close game, but I'm not gonna lie, I think that the Lakers are gonna to lose this game by 3 or 5 point difference. Later the Lakers will play until the next Tuesday, the April 3rd, where the Lakers will receive the Golden State Warriors in Los Angeles, California, and 20 o'clock Eastern time. Remember that the Lakers and the Warriors have played 3 games this season. The Lakers had won the 3 games. The first 2 games were played in San Francisco, where the first game was played in the Christmas Day, were in a tremendous game. The Lakers won that game in the last second of the game with Austin Reeves basketball winner, and the second game was played in January, where the Lakers won that game by 10-point difference, 118-102, and the third game was played the last February, I think so, where the Lakers defeated the Warriors and Los Angeles 120-112. In this moment, the Warriors are in the 7th place in the playing tournament with a 42-31 record. They are only 2 games below the Lakers. So this is a must game for any of the 2 teams, because most for the Warriors to try to reach the playoff zone. So I think that this will be an interesting game, but in the end, because the Lakers are going to play at home, I think that the Lakers are going to win this game by 2 or 3 point difference. Later, the Lakers will play a back-to-back games, where the next Friday, April 4th, the Lakers will receive the New Orleans Pelicans and Los Angeles, California, and 20-30 Eastern time. Remember that the Lakers and the Pelicans have played 2 games. The one game was played in New Orleans, and the second game was played in Los Angeles. In both games, the Lakers won the both games. The first one, the Lakers won it by 5 point difference in New Orleans, and the second game was the Lakers didn't have any problem and defeated the Pelicans by 21 point difference in Los Angeles. So in this moment, the Pelicans are the worst team in the second worst team in the conference with a 20-54 record. They are eliminated. So I think the Lakers won't have any problem and they will win this game by more than 7 point difference. And the next Sunday, in 2 Sundays from now, the Lakers will visit the best team in the league, the Oklahoma City Thunder, the next Sunday, April 6th, where the Lakers will travel to Oklahoma to face the Oklahoma City Thunder the next Sunday, April 6th and 15:30 Eastern time. Remember that the Lakers and the Thunder have only played 1 game in this season, where in the last year in the NBA Cup, the Lakers received the Thunder, and the Lakers lost that game by 8 point difference, 93 by 101, and because the Lakers lost that game, for that reason, the Lakers were eliminated in the NBA Cup. So in this moment, the Oklahoma City Thunder have the best record in the conference and in the league, 61-12. They have a 9 games winning streak, and they are the only team qualified to the playoffs in the Western Conference. So I think that this will be a very complicated game. I think that the most probably the Lakers are going to lose this game. I think that by more 7 point difference, because the Oklahoma City Thunder are the best team in the league in this moment. So I think that the next week the Lakers are going to finish with a 2-2 record, but let's see. So in this video, I talk about tonight the Lakers traveled to Memphis, where the Lakers defeated the Grizzlies 134-127, and they got the victory. That was the most important, and they improved to a 45-21 record, and they stay in the 4th place in the Western Conference, and now they have 2 game advantage against the 5th place, the Memphis Grizzlies, and they are trying to reduce the gap for the 2nd and 3rd place, the Houston Rockets and the Denver Nuggets respectively in the conference. With this victory, the Lakers finished the week with a 2-2 record, where the Lakers in the week defeated the Pacers and the Grizzlies. and they lost against the Magic, against the Bulls. And the next week, the Lakers will play 4 games, 3 games at home, and 1 game away. So I think the Lakers will finish with a 2-2 record, where the Lakers will defeat the Warriors and the Pelicans, but they will lose against the Rockets and the Thunders. But let's see. So I hope you like this video. And if you have any comment or suggestion, you can write me in any of my social media platforms. So see you next video. Gibran.